Hey, Stars Live, how's it going? Hey, Anna Danko. Hey, Kate. Hey, Zakaru. Katira, yep. Chirag, how's it going? It has been a while. How you doing, Lucas? No, we're not doing that today. As you've probably noticed by the fact that I'm talking. The talking probably gave it away that we're not doing that today. How's it been? It's been good. How are you doing? Sorry, I just look over at the chat and I see the first four letters look like Kate. That's the problem. Katira, right? I will plead dumb American. Been locking in on guitar? That's what I like to hear. I know. So we're trying a little counter experiment today, and then tomorrow we'll do whatever the results show. So if we get a lot of engagement today, then we'll go with that. But otherwise, we will 100% go back to that formula because it was working pretty well. Everything's been all right, but there's nothing much to do. Boredom is a choice. I'm just gonna say that. Stop talking at 100 likes. There you go. Shut up! Can you please play Ballad of a Homeschool Girl? Yes, we can. You left some 2-week progress vids on the Guitar Lounge. I'll have to check those out. Ballad of a Homeschool Girl. You're an artsy crafter, so I just finished a DIY toy. It's a plate and utensils, and that's awesome. Very, very cool. Chirag with an interesting idea. I did think about doing one where I don't play piano until I get to 100 likes. And you also save your energy. Yeah, I'm not gonna lie. I actually really enjoy the not talking streams. I'm just actually dead serious. They're actually really nice. But honestly, talking is so much more energy than that. It is peaceful without talking. Yep. Do you? Oh yes, I see ya. That answers my question. Was about to ask if it felt weird not talking. No, it's the opposite. Honestly, it's so natural just to play. How you doing, Joshua Lee? I'm gonna play some general favorites while people are loading in that I like. Because people like this type of stuff, so might as well do it while try to drive some more engagement. You the best? You're the best. Hello, piano magician. And you just subbed? Thank you, Joshua. Hey, Messi, how's it going? I'm going to try to stay as gentle as possible because I'm wondering if... I don't think the piano playing has hurt my wrist, but I hurt my wrist doing something else. And I think it is exacerbating the hurt. So that doesn't mean we're not going to do crazy stuff. It just means we're going to keep it chill. Hey, Zendoka, how's it going? Why did this stall out here? There we go. It's going pretty good. Piano is a lot harder than you thought. Yeah, piano is a little bit tricky because it starts out not that crazy and then gets crazy. Do you know what we're going to do? We're going to actually just play through the Minecraft catalog while we're waiting. While we're waiting for more people to come on in. Here's some wet hands. I hope you guys like Minecraft music. Tell me when it gets crazy. Piano gets crazy around when you start to try to learn your first Beethoven sonata. That is when that's when it's like, oh wow, this is hard. Piano is really hard because all the apps and stuff I use are just trash. Like paywalls are the classic comeback for part 2, and part 2 is like a year later. There's a lot of good information out there in different things. Yes, I know, I'm talking right away. We're trying something different today, the Pope. How's it going? There are a lot of trash apps out there and trash YouTube channels for sure. I would just try to get a framework around how you're working and then add in whatever else. So what's the key to not give up there? Keep your expectations low and be consistent. Work on it. Do you think Hans Zimmer is modern Mozart? Absolutely not. I don't know. Was he a child prodigy? There's some, the more I think about it, there's some corollaries, but I don't know. I can't understand, how is it possible to play piano without looking at the keyboard? Practice, but okay, think about all your senses, right? You have 5 senses, you use 3 of them to play the piano. You're not smelling the piano, you're not eating the piano, right? Wow, it took me 2 seconds to think about that. How am I doing? I'm new to your live stream, so what are we doing today? We are playing some music, chatting about piano. How about that? Just answering random questions too. So you got these 3 senses that actually involve piano. You have hearing, right? You hear the sound. You have touch, touching the keys. And then you also have sight. But guess what? We use our sight all the time. You don't need to, right? So what you can do instead is just use your ears and your touch to tell. How can you tell where you are on the piano? Because of the black keys, right? That gives you a texture of where you are. And then your ears can double check whether you're in the right place. That's actually proprioception. That sounds like the right word. I can't think of that word off the top of my head, but that sounds like the right word. Can I play Let You Down? Sure. Who is my teacher? I had multiple different teachers. Good people overall. Let You Down Your body's sense of where it is in space. Ah, yes, proprioception. You are totally right. It is proprioception. Okay, I will say this. We get way more likes when I'm not talking. All right, we need goals. We need goals. When we get to 25 likes, we are going to play all of Claire de Lune. How about that? I don't know why I wrote piano PDF. That's just out of habit. Claire de Lune. One-handed while drinking. It's actually coffee. Does that make it less crazy if it's coffee? I got it. Phone chat's not working. You know, you look kind of like Mark Zuckerberg. Actually, I am Mark Zuckerberg, Tyler. That's the problem. You always wanted to play the piano, but you got a drum set. Guess what? You can transfer those skills right on over there. Same here. Got lucky with the stream time. It just worked. Yeah, absolutely. Yep. Watch out, Tyler. Don't talk that smack. I'm gonna ban you on Facebook. Piano PDF, wise words by, yes. I literally get into this habit where I always type piano PDF because that's my keywords to get to the actual right thing. No cussing. You can cuss if you want. It's not nice, but this is a child-friendly space. It is not this is an adult space though, okay? That's what I would say. I'm not trying to make this anti, but at the same time, you heckin' cuss. I'm not gonna cuss. But this is the internet. I hope you guys know this is the internet. How long have I been playing piano? I have been playing piano for, actually literally in 2 days, 29 years. 29 years. Isn't that crazy? That's a long time. Yeah, let's do some of these. We got 35 people in here. We only have 11 likes. Let's get these likes going. Guys, if we like this stream enough, I will talk tomorrow from the start of the stream. Otherwise, we're just going to have to have another silent stream tomorrow. Bluebird, then we've got John Denver, Bluebird, Naruto, got that pulled up. We've got John Denver doing stuff. What is John Denver? I mean, I know who John Denver is. Perhaps Love, that's right. All right, we got 37 people in here, which is a lot higher than we get when those non-talking streams. But only 15 likes, all right? Now, granted, I will take people over likes, but I like both. Because here's the thing, guys. You don't have to give any money to the stream. If you comment and you like, you help me. That's all you have to do. Isn't that crazy? And then in exchange, I'll play some songs, and also I'll answer some random questions. Have I had any interesting situations in public because I look like Mark Zuckerberg? I've never been mistaken for Mark Zuckerberg, okay? People have told me I look like him. I've never been mistaken for Mark Zuckerberg. This is Perhaps Love. Play Highland Cathedral. We could do that. Thank you so much, Broglodite. Broglodite, I like it. Can I do voices? Do I know any Frank Zappa yeah, I used to play Peaches and Regalia. I used to play Peaches and Regalia quite a bit. Happier Than Ever. I have Highland Cathedral pulled up. We'll pull up Happier Than Ever. What's my favorite food? It will be in your DIY toy with a music note. I mean pizza. Pizza's really good. It's hard not to be into pizza. Alright, here we go. Billie Eilish, you mean? Vivaldi's Summer? Not Summer! Alright, Blue by Young Kai. What is this? Can we just zap up to 25 likes, guys? Homemade pizza. Today's your birthday? Happy birthday! Let's play Happy Birthday, then we'll play Happier Than Ever, and then we'll get to some more of these. Man, I should probably go back to wearing glasses if my phone's gonna be this far away. I just wanted it this far away so everyone could see the 25K balloons. There we go. Here's some birthday celebration. We got 39 people in here. Let's get 39 people wishing Anna Dinko a happy birthday. What music boomers see versus the audience? I don't know what you mean by that. Happy birthday. All right, here's Happier Than Ever. I'll say happy birthday. We're not going to play happy birthday again right away. That's a little crazy. The verse, we already played it, happy birthday. You can look back and go, oh, the happy birthday was for both. For everyone who had a happy birthday today. Or yesterday. All right, we've got 18 likes. We need some more likes. Here's some Twinkle Twinkle Little Star, sure. Music back in my day. Not a bad idea. I'd have to flesh out the concept. Dark Souls 3 theme, Blinded by the Light, where you revved up like a something or other. In a rare night, blinded by the light. Vivaldi Summer. Here, I'll pull it up. Blinded by light? No, blinded by the light. You're talking about exactly what I think you are. And then Vivaldi Summer. All right, here we go. Here's some Vivaldi Summer. Can we play Rushy? We can. There's some Vivaldi Summer. There you go. That's what you get. Here's some Blinded by the Light. Anyway, here's Wonderwall. What was it? Today is gonna be the day that it's gonna bring me back to you. I don't believe that anybody feels the way I do about you now. Chopsticks? Capo on the second. How to play diminished and augmented scales. So diminished is half, whole, half, whole, half, whole, half, whole, right? Augmented is whole, 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 whole. There you go. Here's Dark Souls 3 theme. Audioslave? Audioslave's great. I love Audioslave. There you go. For Elise, I hear voices in your head that talk to me. That's a little sad. What's my favorite Bach song to play? I don't know, I've got many. Probably, just to bust out, probably because it's easy, is number 4. Can you do A minor, B diminished, C, A sharp over C, D, D diminished, E, G sharp diminished? That's a nice chord progression. What's my favorite scale? Diminished. You make your first music with that chord progression? Cool. Christopher Larkin, Sealed Vessel. Here's some aria math while I pull that up. Do I attend classical concerts? Used to all the time. Not so much where I live. It's just not as fortunate for that. What was the last one I've gone to? It's been a little while. Specifically classical. Went to the Chicago Symphony, but that was a few years ago. I don't know. Been to a decent amount of rock concerts. All right, I'll see you, Zekaru. Here is some Sealed Vessel Hollow Knight. L'amour toujours. A little l'amour toujours. Jesus loves me, this I know, for the Bible tells me so. Little ones to him belong. They are weak, but he is strong. Fourth and fifth. Rushy. Three birds on a wire. Guys, here's the problem. We had some good engagement because I'm talking, but we have not maintained the likes, which basically mean that we're not getting the conversion into an actual exposure to more people on good old YouTube, which means I'm going to have to probably bring back my strategery from the other days. So we have to probably tomorrow do no talking. All right. How am I? I'm doing fine. How are you doing? Play Mr. Bean, play Mr. Blue Sky. I'm going to play Clair de Lune first. Your AI shorts do pretty well? Yes, they do. It's funny because people are really annoyed about them, but that's also why they do well. Take the A Train. It's not by Dave Brubeck, but I can do Take the A Train. Do I know Beethoven Virus? Enough people have asked for it. We've messed around with it before. Oh, thank you. Appreciate it. How can you play so perfectly without looking at sheet music? I am looking at sheet music. Stay and Believer. Are those two different songs? I think they are, right? Riptide is a guitar song, right? Ba 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 ba. It's one of these, right? Just chords. B flat minor, that's painful. scared of dentists and the dark. I was scared of pretty girls and starting conversation. All my friends are turning green. You're the magician's assistant in their dreams. I don't know how the song goes at all. Something like that. You need a goal? What about playing random notes until there's a small song at 60 likes? What in the world does that even mean? Is the guitar is untuned? I don't think it's untuned. I'm still standing. Are you still standing though? All right. Can I tell you guys something that's probably going to make all classic rock people think I'm a fraud? I don't think I've ever heard Firth the Fifth before in my entire life. Oh wow! Thank you so much for the super chat, Mark. We're gonna do an epic version of Still Dre for you. It's a great song, probably Genesis' best track. Yeah, I just never was a Genesis person. I don't think anybody's done an Interstellar Still Dre. I should probably do this. That'd be kind of fun. Thank you. Don't, sorry, I'm trying to read that, but it's a little far away. I can only say one thing, it's okay. If you don't remember me, but thanks for making me laugh when I cry. Also, I was playing piano when I saw this. Ah, awesome, cool. Thank you, Mark. Yeah, we can do the second movement. Let's do the second movement. Guys, I'm not ignoring your requests. Well, I kind of am. I'm just prioritizing what I find interesting. So I don't always play them in order. So if you were wondering why it seems like I'm picking some things over others, it's because I'm absolutely picking some things over others. Oop, let's get the key right. This is my favorite part. Oop, I got the timing messed up there. I love the suspensions. They're so good. Mockingbird, Piano Seeker, happy 25K. Thank you so much. All right, let's pick up some of these that I've skipped so far. Here's some Mockingbird. Do I know how to play voices? Love the trio part. I love lots of things. All right, Miku by Miku. Miku featuring Miku. All right, I think I found it. You assumed I practiced all these pieces? No, I'm just sight reading them. I'm just sight reading all this stuff. Yeah. Literally have not seen any of this stuff before. Hey, Kula Geek, yeah. I'm just sight reading all this stuff. I have no idea what this is. Pre-recorded. Yes, absolutely pre-recorded AI. I mean, some stuff I know like little bits of, like Rainbow saying, BOD something or other, saying Turkish March. I know Turkish March. I just play a little version of that, but like See You Again, at this point, enough people have asked for See You Again, so it's like, okay, sure, I know the basics of it, but I'm still just reading it right now. But the song before this, I have no idea what it was. Like again, third movement. I know the beginning of it because a billion people have asked for it. Golden Hour, people have asked for it a million times. Voices. And Angela Lansbury theme song? Absolutely, we can pull up the Angela Lansbury theme song. Is that Beauty and the Beast? It looks like it's Beauty and the Beast. What's my Discord? It is in the pinned comment. It's also in my description bio. How long have I been a musician? 29 years. 29 years. It's a song. Any tips on ear training and learning sight reading? Practice them like you want to get better at them. Don't learn them incidentally, okay? It's okay to learn a little bit incidentally, but actually think of them as something you're actively working on. So for ear training, the way that would look is you would constantly be asking yourself as you're hearing it, don't just guess the note, right? Basically hear it and go, okay, what do I think that interval is? What do I think the next note is? And then check, okay? I guess it's a little bit of guessing, but you know what I mean. And then for sight reading, similar idea. Just try it and keep trying it over and over again. How long have I been playing piano? 29 years. So wait, there's a song called Angela Lansbury theme song. All I'm getting is Tale of Beauty and the Beast. Do you think it's worth to pay for a teacher or just buy books and watch videos? It depends on your commitment level, but yes, as long as it's a good teacher. Now, this is what's hard. You may not be able to figure out if it's a good teacher, but if they're not vibing with you, if they're not approaching things from helping you and meeting you where you are, then it's not a good teacher. And not a good teacher is not worth very much money, but a good teacher is worth every cent you pay them. And especially if you're coming as an adult person, as long as you're a teenager and above, like you can set it up and like you could literally have one session a month and probably get plenty to learn. So you can make it quite affordable if you're doing it the right way. Can you learn with just videos and books? You can, but it's just a much harder word. Angela Lansbury is the lady from Murder, She Wrote. So is there like a theme with Murder, She Wrote? Murder, She Wrote theme then? Hold on. I'll stop. Here. We'll play a little more Chopin so we don't make people mad. You said Wet Hands, Minecraft, and tell me why. By the way, if the chat is too long, you're fine. Please do the Stranger Things theme song, this thing. Paganini, La Campanella, what, this thing? Something like that. Here's some Murder, She Wrote. That's fun. Does transposition count? What do you mean transposition? Do you remember the show now? No, I don't remember Murder, She Wrote, but that's cool. Play Past Lives, Maybe Man. Maybe Man. Tears Ricochet. How are your tears ricocheting? That's what I want to ask Taylor Swift. Your tears are ricocheting. It sounds like they're bullets. Hey, I can barely read your username from here. Hold on. Dite, how's it going? Birds of a Feather? Sure, we could do some Birds of a Feather. Transpose the key in the setting? Nah, don't do that. You're robbing yourself of learning how to play the key in all keys. Here's some Birds of a Feather. You do that for the Nocturne? Yeah, you're just robbing yourself of knowing all 12 keys. It's not hard to learn all 12 keys on the piano. And once you do, you can play anything. So just learn all 12 keys. Okay, so this is what I will say. It depends on what your goals are, whether you consider it cheating. If you're trying to learn classical music, I do think it's a little bit cheating. If you're just trying to play a pretty nocturne, transpose all you want, okay? Life is short. Do you think different keys have a different character, or is it only intervals that matter? Have I ever performed on a stage? Many, 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 many times. Many times. That has been my career. The Maybe Man. This is what I would say about, all right, I'll see you later, Rainbow. About the different keys thing. Do you know Tango from Scent of a Woman with Al Pacino? No, not off the top of my head. Hey, Adam, long time no see. I transpose it down 9 keys and play middle C. Interesting. Can I play Lonely by Akon? Yeah, we can look it up. So this is what I'll say about the different keys. The different keys, there's going to be two things that are going to make the different keys sound different. The first is going to be the different interval distances. So it actually goes back to different distances in intervals. But that is not applicable to the piano because the piano is equal temperament, meaning we fudge the math for every single note the same way, which means all keys lose their character, if you will. Whereas if you play on trombone or violin, the different keys actually have a different sound to them because they're not equal temperament necessarily. So if you're in equal temperament, it technically takes away all the differences of the keys. But there's two things that make keys still different. The first is, well, and they're related to each other. The first is the general range. Some keys are just going to present higher than other keys, right? Because like A flat major, we're up here, right? And C, we're down here. So even if I play the same thing, it's going to sound in a different place, right? The other part of this, and this is tied to it, so they're kind of the same thing but slightly different, which is tessitura, which is the sound that an instrument makes depending on its area. So for example, if I was singing, let's pick a song. What? Da 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 da. Mother Mary comes to me, singing words of wisdom. Let it be, right? Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Speaking words of wisdom, let it be. Right? Now, if I did that, say in A flat. Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. It's completely in a different place, right? Let it be, let it be, let it be, let it be. Whisper words of wisdom, let it be. Right? So where the key is going to heavily impact the vocal performance. I think the voice is the most to this, right? Know any Doors song? We know a lot of Doors songs. Can you rate the difficulty of each key from hard to easy? Are some keys difficult from others? Why do gospel guys say the black keys are easier? I never got it. Oh yeah, absolutely. We can talk about that. Hey Steve, long time no see. Glad to have you back. Thanks, you're a good meta teacher. I always know what I need to learn more about when I watch your stuff. Appreciate that. Yeah, that's kind of my whole thing. I'm not going to lie. It's probably one of the reasons why it takes so much longer. Talking about keys in the Doors request is funny. Yes, I agree. It's probably why it takes so much longer for my channel to grow than I feel like it should. And it's because I'm very interested in meta, and that's not has the same broad appeal, at least at first, that just playing Rushy 1,000 times in a row does. Okay, so let's talk just a little bit more, and then I'm not going to be on for much longer. Probably going to play an original, but I do want to address this idea of which keys are harder versus easier. Okay, so conceptually, the keys that have the same fingering are easier, okay? And that's the sharp keys. Conceptually, listen to the words coming out of my mouth. Conceptually, meaning the way that you store the information. If I wanted to teach keys, these are the ones I'd start with, and that's C, G, D, A, and E. Why? Because they are the exact same fingering every single one, right? It's the same, every single one. And you just add a sharp every time, right? What got me into music? Forced at the beginning. You remember you? Of course. You've been gotten really busy with studies? Not been able to watch? It's all good. Maybe Chirag. I don't think it matters, honestly. We could try that, but I don't think it matters. Something changed with the algorithm. I'm still trying to figure it out, Chirag. I may have also gotten more boring. Okay, so those keys are the easiest conceptually. And then we get to two intermediate ones, and that's F major and B major. F major and B major are kind of intermediate, right? They're not as easy as those because we have to adjust our fingering, but they're not that complicated. And then we get to the weird ones, and these are the hardest conceptually, and that's all the flat keys. B flat major, E flat major, A flat major, D flat major, and G flat major finally, right? Which I don't know why I'm playing them weird, but you get the idea. All of those are weird, right? And they're all weird in different ways. Yeah, and again, Chirag, like, this is the thing, you have to have the thickest skin if you're doing social media, because, and if you notice, even the bigger channels have the same problems, and then they whine about it, making you want to pick up a viola. Is that what you play? That's awesome. I'm watching and working third shift. Well, good for you, man. Third shift is tough. Black keys are a pain. Yeah. So that is conceptually. Now, I want to bend your brain a little bit here. Conceptual isn't the only way to think about it. Let's think from a physical standpoint, okay? If we're thinking from a physical standpoint, you're fine, Darius. Just hang out. If we're thinking from a physical standpoint, the three easiest keys are B major, D flat major, and G flat major. Follow me for a second here. All three of them, the thumb just drops down, and the rest is on those black keys. Look at how your hand naturally is. You see how that thumb is lower than everything else? Look at that, right? So if we play B major, our thumb just drops down, and we just play, and everything else just goes. If we play G flat major, same idea. And now I'm talking too much, and then D flat major, same idea. So when the gospel guys are going, oh, it's way easier to play an A flat major, right? What they're saying is it's easier to play because if you're based around the black keys, all the patterns fit in your fingers so much better than when you're playing on the white keys. Because if I was doing that same thing in C major, right, it would be much, much harder because there's nothing to hold on to, there's nothing to place, and then your thumb as well is at the same level as your other fingers, which makes it more biomechanically problematic. So anyway, the more you know. I'm going to play an original actually and get out of here for today. But thank you guys so much for watching. Thanks for the super chats, all that lovely stuff. I'm going to play an original called I Was Alone. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Play some brain rot. Here's a little bit of brain rot for you. There's some skibbity for you. All right, here's an original. It's called I Was Alone. It's on an EP called Dancing for You. It's on Spotify. It's on Apple Music. Absolutely, anytime. I love answering the questions. Not gonna lie. I was alone before I met you. Thank you, Taylor, for the donation. Seems so long ago. Life was one long rejection. Like a kidney on the wrong side of town. Sure, Taylor, for you I will. I want to make it. Timothy Carpenter, I'll play it after. I'll play that after and then finish the stream. When I did it. Reality is you and me. Come close and show me your love. If I'm down, just wear your crown. Come close and show me your love. You liberate and celebrate. Everything I have is yours. My heart and soul, in you I'm found. Everything I have is yours. All right, that's a little bit of an original called I Was Alone. Definitely check that out. Let me try to track this down. I want to make it. Apparently I'm going to have to listen to this and then learn it from there because it is not showing up, which is fine. I want to make it Timothy Carpenter. Oh, interesting. All right, we're going to see how much I remember. Okay. It's because that song is from that time period where they were recording on tape. And so if the tape was not spinning at the correct speed, then it would actually end up making the entire recording go out of tune. Michael Jackson has the same thing. Sometimes they did it on purpose, sometimes it was on accident. Oh, I skipped this part. And then, yeah, go back and listen to listen to early Michael Jackson and see how it is. No, sorry, Basic Noob. I'm gonna be out now. But thanks everybody who tuned in. Thank you so much. It has been decided. Tomorrow we will do another no talking until light goal because that seems to drive a lot more engagement than these do. We are just going to keep adapting and we're going to figure it out. I'm not going to give up on live streaming even though it's not been as productive as in the past, which is totally fine because I do want a platform where we can just chill and vibe. So we're going to keep on rolling with it. All right, take it easy, everybody. Peace out. Bye.